Hello. Welcome to today's stream. Mic is not going to best because it's on the controller, so bear with me. I'm going to continue playing 4.2. Stormblood post patch. Now we are in somewhere in the middle of this little story. Let's get to it and see what else is in the patch. It's Forgotten Home. Aliza is pondering how best to make use of your reprieve from the tedium of negotiations. Alright, for one of a better suggestion, what say you to a brief tour of the newly liberated Doma? I'd be interested to hear how the people are faring in their own words, and it's not as if we're missed here, or will we? Won't tell us a moment if you Ayugi and also high was it? There's some business with Bontalos? Business? No. Pleasure? Pleasure, my lady. I really wish to exchange a few words with the famed slayer of gods and champion of Eorzea. It is truly an honor. Such heartfelt admiration. One could almost forget that you're an envoy of the Empire. Oh, is that so strange? We may have stood on opposing sides in the past, but I see no contradiction in lauding the man who would do battle with our common enemy. Unless you forget, this is my homeland. It would be remiss of me not to at least thank him for containing the threat posed by the Kojin's vile icon. Now if I may continue. As we speak, Lord Tien deliberates over my proposal, and I would take this time to see the land I once called home. Though Lady Yugiri is certain to be jovial escort, the excursion would be all the more enjoyable for your company, and safer besides. The ambassador has the right of it. He's not like to come to harm with you at his side. Will you join us? It would be my pleasure. In that case, I will join you as well. There's not else to do until Lord Tien has reached his decision, and I can think of no finer way to learn more about the current state of Doma. Settle then. The four of us shall make a brief excursion through Yangsha. Might we start at the town of Monzan? I would see what has become of Doma Castle. Very well, if you will follow me. Where should I go now? Guess I can use the right to get out of here. Okay. Oh, we are here. Nay, can this truly be Onzan, home of the cream of Doma's samurai? I heard that Kyotsusu intended to send some few of our automata here, but only by way of warning. It should not have come to this. Indeed, her savagery served only to incense the people and spur them to rise up in protest. It was folly to think such methods of governance could ever prove effective. The sooner we can begin to make amends for this senseless destruction, the better. Securing supplies and support for the reconstruction efforts should not prove difficult. Once our nations are formally at peace, of course. Yes, of course. If you would have a better view of what remains of the castle, we must proceed through the ruins. Oh, I have not to find these things right now. I already fought them several times. No point in repeating that. It is a travesty. A travesty. I remember the keep being so beautiful. In the light of the setting sun, one would swear it was aflame. It is indeed a doleful spectacle. Mayhap we will rebuild it one day, when we have finished helping our people to rebuild their lives. Spoken like a true popularis, the needs of the people must, of course, come first. Speaking of whom, would you be opposed to my seeing how they live firsthand? The village of Bamai is but a short journey from here, if I'm not mistaken. By the river, yes. If you will follow me, I will ready our boat. Oh ho! There is an instance coming. Ready to cast off? Good.
Get back! I'm warning you!
Huh?
Someone's in trouble.
Oh no!
Are you all right? Hi.
What do they want with you?
Yuki! And you lot too! I don't know. We were returning from the Enclave when they came at us.
It seems they won't go quietly.
And neither will we.
Uh-oh.
It is nothing. Leave this to me. I hope not.
Uh-oh.
The art of my strawberry.
That's a ring. What was that?
That seems to be the last of them. You have nothing to fear, child. You are safe now.
Thank you, sir.
You saved us again. Thank you. If you're ever passing by our village, look us up. You'll always be welcome.
Thank goodness we arrived when we did.
Indeed. But what could have prompted the Red Kojin to stray so far from the Ruby Sea?
I presume these are the sellswords hired by Yotsu. If so, the answer is simple. Desperation. Bereft of imperial employment, they seek other means to line their coin purses. Another sad legacy of the Empire's mismanagement.
The Empire to which you have sworn allegiance.
Must you always be so pointed? If we are to bring about lasting change, we must look beyond narrow allegiances. You have every right to doubt me, but in time, I hope you will come to see that we share a common goal. You and yours have fought fiercely to change the Empire from without, but if we are to end the cycle of conflict, the Empire must change from within. Am I wrong? I knew you would understand. You have witnessed such change firsthand, after all, during your time in Ishgard.
Okay. How does he know that I was in Ishgard and all the stuff that happened there? Dear me, I had hoped to convey my views on our nation's shared hopes under more peaceable circumstances. Yet this regrettable little interlude did afford me a chance to see the famed hero of Eorzea in action. A few Imperial soldiers can say that. At least few who live to tell the tale. True. Okay. Masashi has a guilty conscience. Masashi has had his fill of adventure for one day. Well, after that little ordeal, I believe it may be time for us to return to the Enclave. Return, my lord? But what of Namai? You seem so eager to observe the villagers going about their daily lives. Yeah, I guess he just done that. To be frank, I still am, but I rather doubt the good people of Namai would have taken kindly to the sight of a man of imperial uniform, with blood still dripping from his blade. Even if your company, my presence would only prove distraction. Fret not, however. Thanks to the three of you, I have seen a great deal more than I would otherwise would. And with any luck, Lord TM will have finished considering my proposal by the time we return. All are free to travel in and out of the arcade. Do you see passage? Yeah. Okay. Thank you again for agreeing to join me. If not for your aid, the Protean may well have overwhelmed us. Pray go on ahead. Protean is expecting you. I will remain without and keep watch over our guest. Well, we had best not keep him waiting. So what is going to happen here? Welcome back, my friend. Yugiri tells me you accompanied her and Asashi on tour of Yangsha. I had hoped you might take the opportunity to recover from your exertions at Sakazuki. But I gather your time was well spent. Until the ambassador afforded Yugiri a chance to make a full report, however, I must rely on you to supply the details. So please, tell us how it all unfolded. Blah blah blah. Red Kojin here. Have there been any other such incidents since the liberation? Not that I'm aware of. If they are planning some new venture here in Yangsha, we will need to increase patrols. Or it was deliberate somehow. I would think it's possible. Let's see. Only the future knows. In any event, I'm indebted to you for fighting them off. Tell me, and don't be modest. Was Ashai truly the first to leap to the youngster's aid? Technically, yes. He was. I was quick to doubt him when we first met, but his desire to save them seemed quite genuine. It's possible he truly believes what he's saying. In the time I've known you, you have always been an excellent judge of character. What do you make of the ambassador? He may very well be an honorable man. Which I say that I still don't think he can be trusted. Yeah, I don't know. I still don't think he can be trusted. And the question is, what is true in that? Remember this. I am trying to play the game for now. Of course, when someone should be doing that, no? Level this gives you somewhat only impression of how to fully the project. But very, very question minded. So often as counsel, thanks to knowledge of the icons and the rituals used to create them, I believe we identified the original solution. As you recall, Sama was summoned using the power of relics calculate the coaching treasure board of the Iron Set. Centrally explaining there this day, it's almost certain that the active sound exhausted the soul exposed Peter, making subsequent summonings impossible. Assuming that is the case, preventing the Primals return rests on denying the Red Kojin the means to amass new stores of ether, either via the acquisition of crystals or the relics they are want to collect. For this, I plan to enlist the aid of our friends, the Blue Kojin. Since Doma's liberation, we have forged closer bonds with the Wukin and his people, and with their support, I am quite confident we can keep the Red from obtaining what they require to call upon Susano. And what of the prisoners? They will be exchanged as agreed, and I will give full credit to Ashai for the success of the transaction. If there is aught we can do to help the popularis garner favor, I need to see it done. First, I have some business to attend to. Would you all come with me? Yes, of course, but what manner of business? Past mistake which I would see put right. One which has weighed heavily on my mind. Okay, what is that?
I had her brought here in secret while the three of you kept our guest company. The world has not been kind to you, it is true. But that does not excuse your sins. You should be at the bottom of the river.
Oh!
Yet here you are. The living, breathing proof of my failure. A failure for which I would now make amends.
What did I do? I don't remember. Was it really so terrible? Tell me, please! What did I do?
You speak of sins, my lord. But at whose feet do those sins lie? With the soldiers who committed the crimes, or those who commanded them to do so? With both, I would say. For all have a conscience, and all must choose. But with no memory of who she is or what she has done, what sin remains to be cleansed?
You ask that I show mercy.
I ask why the heavens saw fit to deny me my rest. Why Yotsuyu was spared not only death, but the bitter memories of her life.
You truly think it the will of the Kami? If so, her life is not mine to take. It is yours to safeguard. Come the hour of the exchange, if her memories have not returned, she may remain here in Doma to live out her days as Tsuyu. But if they do, the Guardians shall have their viceroy. Though the people will protest, they will come to accept my decision when they have been reunited with their loved ones.
Thank you, my lord.
Now then, I believe we have kept our guest waiting long enough. Did Gorsetsu not seem strange to you?
Yes.
His sympathy for Yotsuyu apart, I mean. I know his powers of endurance only too well, but after all he has suffered, even he should not be on his feet. He puts on a brave face for our sakes, but it would not surprise me if he lacked the strength to raise his blade. Though I suppose if he and Yotsuyu are to enjoy a life of peace and quiet, he will have little use for it. It falls to us to shape that future, one in which he need never again set foot on the battlefield.
Yeah, pretty strange how things turning out. Where is this batch is going down? Maybe the last mission here? Yeah, it's the last mission here. Okay. Where's our new son? Let's do it. Lord Tien has at last reached a decision. With Yotsuyu safely in Gosetsu's care, all that remains is to answer Asahi's proposal. I realize other matters demand your attention, but I would ask that you stay a while longer to see this business through.
Me the opportunity to go on a rather rousing excursion through Yansha. You have reached a decision then?
We are willing to cooperate with you in combating the Icon threat, and also in the exchange of prisoners. Assuming you accept our conditions, of course. As you know, your sister is in our care. Due to certain complications, however, we are hesitant to release her into your custody.
Complications?
She was inside Doma Castle when it collapsed. Though she survived, she remembers nothing of her past life, not even her name. To clarify, she is in our care not as a prisoner, but as a vulnerable citizen of Doma.
Are you saying you refuse to release her?
Not at all. If her memory returns before the appointed hour.
And if not, what exactly? You will accommodate her here in Doma?
Well, I sincerely doubt she will be of any great strategic value to the Empire. She spends her days daydreaming of Dango.
Dango. How dreadful. Very well. In light of our recent misstep in Sakazuki, it seems only fair that I show you the same understanding you have shown us. Though I do have one small request. Regardless of Yotsuyu's value to the Empire, she is yet my sister. Before I leave, might you permit me to speak with her in private?
Of course. Perhaps you could even bring her a plate of dango. She would be most pleased. Yugiri will see you to her chambers.
Maybe he will kill her. Maybe. That seems like very something the Empire would do. To remove the risk. But we'll see. Maybe this guy is genuine. I don't know. Forgive me, my lord, but has he not been gone over long? Perhaps I should calm yourself, Gosetsu. I understand your question, but we have to wait. You deserve that much. Or he doesn't have the sword. I'm sorry to have kept you all waiting. Thank you for your understanding. Long did I dream of this Serenium, but never did I imagine I would be so joyless. Part of me hoped your stories or condition were just that. But alas, it is as you say. So do you remember anything of this man? Anything at all? No. I am a stranger to her. Let me just clear me from the single look. I leave her in your care. As you wish. Now, if you will excuse me, my superiors are long overdue a report. They will be elated to hear of our agreement. That I have no doubt. As for the exchange itself, once I have obtained the relevant permissions, I will arrange for your people to be relieved of their various duties and sent here to Yangsha. This will take time, of course. Of course. You may rest assured your soldiers will be well cared for until your return. We will also begin taking steps to better counter the threat of the Kojin and their icon. Before you take your leave, there is one other matter. I am informed it was you who took the lead in rescuing two young Domans from a band of Korean sellswords. I have not yet the time to thank you properly. Please, there is no need to thank me. I only did what anyone would do under the circumstances. Fortunately, I was in good company at the time. The blight of the Red Kojin is of the Empire's making. Were it not for our transgressions, those children would not have needed saving. The people of the Wire suffered in our peril, and I promise to do all in my power to spare them further pain, be it in the hands of the Kojin or indeed the Empire. I pray the Emperor will see things as you do. There may yet be hope for us all. Until we meet again. Setsu, as before, I leave Yotsuyu to you. I invite the rest of you to join me outside. Let's treat Asashi to a proper farewell. The ambassador's airship awaits at Castrum Luminis. Let us be off.
I wish you a safe journey.
This has been a most enjoyable visit. I look forward to our next meeting. Maxima, would you take the others and see that all is ready for our departure? I simply cannot leave without first giving thanks to the Warrior of Light for accompanying me through Yansha.
Uh-oh. Something's going to happen.
Mark me, savior of the savages. There will be a reckoning.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
You've nowhere left to run, traitor!
Ignorant savages! Killing us will avail you naught. For every Imperial you cut down, 1,000 more will come. Abandon this foolish endeavor and surrender. You may yet serve our righteous cause.
How dare you speak of righteousness? You who forsook kith and kin to serve conquerors! Be glad I grant you this mercy. What in the...
Oh.
Reinforcements? No, just one! Cut him down!
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
This one is promising. Who remains to offer us resistance?
A host of rebels led by Lord Cayenne hold the Enclave across the river.
Lord Cayenne?
The king of the former king of Dorma, sir. They say he is one of the greatest swordsmen alive.
Is that what they say?
Who was that?
Surely you jest. That was Xenos Galvas, Legatus of the 12th, the Crown Bloody Prince. I heard he was strong, but that was frightening.
That was Lord Xenos. Everything you are, your power, even your face, it vexes me. Go on. Lash out like the beast you are at an emissary and jeopardize the newfound peace between Dorma and the Empire. My lord was destined to lead us unto a glorious new age. Your light is nothing to his radiance.
Jesus. He doesn't know that I cut him down.
I will cherish this moment, lock it away within my heart, until the day we meet again.
Jesus. I knew this was too good to be true. Oh, damn.
You look troubled, my friend. Was it something he said?
Of all the memories to witness.
I had my doubts about him, but I would never have guessed he was a disciple of Xenos. My lord.
Calm yourself, Ugiri. I set no store by him or his enlightened brethren. But if by treating with them there is even the faintest hope, we might secure the return of our conscripted brothers and sisters, I must play this game. After the way I risked their lives in the rebellion, I owe them that much.
My lord, you bear no blame for their fate.
If not blame, then responsibility. They were prisoners, and still I chose to fight, knowing they could be executed in retaliation. But now we have a chance to bring them home. If it means bargaining with the monster, so be it.
My lord.
Besides, I think he likes me, which is more than some can say.
Ha! Oh damn. I thought that was going to return. It makes no sense. Why would he bother keeping up the pretense for so long, only to drop it right before the very end? Perhaps he no longer thought it necessary, having secured Doma's cooperation in the prisoner exchange. If he truly is a disciple of Xenos, these possible emotions simply got the better of him. Remaining calm around the man who slew his lord will have taken his toll. Yeah. Whatever the explanation, now it's not the time for hasty reprisals. We shall proceed as planned. The Red Koji must be placed under surveillance and the Garlean prisoners made ready for the exchange. But you need not concern yourself with the details. Leave the affairs of Doma to us, and the hour of exchange draws near, we will call for you. I should certainly hope so. Whatever the Empire's true intent, we would be on hand to play our part. Either to defend Doma, or to help usher in a lasting peace. I had thought we might use this time to return to Eorzea, but given the volatility of the situation, may it be best if we remained in Kugane. Agreed. Between Yotsuyu's amnesia and Asashi's dubious agenda, I'd say we have ample reason to remain in the neighborhood. If anything should happen, anything at all, you must send for us at once. Oh, I will. On that, you have my word. Charting a path through this sea of troubles promises to be difficult enough. I am not so proud as the attempt feet alone. The Kugane then. Tataru and the others must know of what transpired here. Well, that was interesting. If what you saw of the ambassador is an inclination of his true nature, this prisoner exchange may not be what it seems. In fact, I'm beginning to wonder if your encounter with Red Kojin was more than mere happenstance. True, that was my thinking as well. Soon we shall see if Ashai is true to his word. If not, I will be glad to cut out that silver tongue of his. Oh, I'm sure he would do that. Cool. Oh, we have to go back to Kugane. Let's do that. Let's see what else to do in this patch. Greetings, sir. We'll be entering the bazaar offices. Yeah. Handcuff, okay. Hi, it seems you are all in quite a predicament. But should we receive any urgent pieces from Doma, rest assured you will be the first to know of it. Yes, of course. We are discussing ideas to replenish our coffers, but I suppose that can wait if any urgent news should come through the office. About that. I wish to apologize, Tataru. It was reckless of me to make such a purchase without first consulting you. You may be certain, however, that I'm to reimburse science, even if it means drawing upon my personal funds. It's very thoughtful of you, but I'm sure it won't come to that. This Sorba's business proposition is as promising as it sounds. Won't touch the good wiping the red from our ledger. Oh yeah. Forgive me, Bontolas, if it seems I have unwittingly heaped my financial troubles upon you. I swear I will pay you back. Though I fear I will struggle to cobble together anything of monetary value, knowledge I can gather in abundance. To start, I plan to investigate the divisions forming within the Empire. May Priol and his associates have heard something on the subject. Regardless, the more we know about the politics of Galamad, the better our chances of predicting the Emperor's next move, which might yield you an advantage on the day of the prisoner exchange. Knowing what we do of Asahi's apparent resentment towards you, I cannot say what he hopes to gain from it. But if there is even the faintest chance that a lasting peace could be forged between Doma and the Empire, what choice have we but to try? Lord Tian had the right of it. Asahi may very well be a monster, but we must play his game for now. Alright. Ending name striking. Naming is the one that we need. Okay, so we're done with 4.2 MSQ and see the aftermath. Arranging the prisoner exchange proved easier than I thought. Yes, my lord will be most pleased. Everything is going according to plan. Oh no. This is where Zias returns or something like that? Maybe? No? We don't know. Oh, that look.
Can you truly remember nothing? Nothing at all?
Were we friends?
Yes. We were good friends, you and I. In fact, I've brought you a gift.
Uh-oh.
I pray that one day soon, as you gaze into that mirror, you will remember the woman staring back at you.
It's so pretty. Who are you? Who are you?
Okay, meanwhile in the Imperial capital.
How are you feeling, my lord?
Oh,
Fine, now leave me.
What happened? Is he a clone? Oh, I get an... Oh, okay. Nice. Interesting. Things are happening. Oh no, no, we are not going to start the next one. Let's see what we have to do, what else is there for 4.2. So Hildebrand is done. Mega Sigma Scape. And Savage, that's also done. So Hellslid, that's on my quest list there. Let's give up for that. Oh, I done that. This is, yeah. This should not have been done. I guess Fractal Continuum Hard yet it's been done. So, yeah, we need to head sleep. But not with this character. Let's go back to the track. Ooh. Let's not forget to get things. Let's hope. Okay. What do I have? Oh, we can upgrade this. But the chest is full. Yes. What's this? This. Got too much gear. Anyway, let's go with the duty now. Now let's see. What's this all about? Alright, it was exciting. Oh, it's not over. Okay. What is happening now? You got a turtle. Perhaps we should turn him right side up. Oh! What the hell is this? What is happening here? Oh ho ho! A marvelous performance, truly marvelous. But then you did best. You did best, the Lord of the Revel. Hmm? By the kami, a talking turtle. Says the talking turtle. I don't even know where to begin with that one. Just to forgive me for my deception. It's something of Far Eastern tradition. The testing of strength and so forth. A bit rote perhaps, but anyway. Welcome to Resin Temple. I am Gambu, guardian of this sacred place, and leader of our little collective. Gambu, self-same Gambu of the Tale of Tenzan, one of the four lords. Under normal circumstances, I would assume you named for the legendary being, but clearly this isn't anything but normal. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I would meet a talking turtle. Oh, but every one of us here can speak your tongue. Is it truly so surprising, after all? We each have lived more than 1,000 years. I knew turtles were long-lived, but I had no idea that was even possible. In this wondrous land of ours, it is said that the beast which lives 1,000 years attains a measure of divinity. This temple is a place where such auspices may gather. Take not my word for it. Speak with my comrades and learn their tales. We will talk of the endeavor after. We may as well do what he says. Besides, who knows what valuable secrets some 1,000-year-old animals may know. What the hell is this? Speak with the auspices, okay? Sad cat. Judging from the way you and women are gawping, guessing you are not from around here. Don't know how it is in your homeland, but here, if an animal manages to survive 100 years, it begins to get ideas. Delusions of grandeur. Some small powers, sure, but nothing much to speak of. Survive 10 times that and you become a full-fledged auspice, though. Speech, magics, it's quite a change, believe me. Which is why we call it the change. What? I never said it was something clever. Anyway, point is, don't let our appearances fool you. I could kill you 5 times before you hit the ground. But I won't, on count me being civil. For now. Okay. So let's see what the fox say. A friend of mine, Tamamo goes and once called this place home. Possessed of 9 tails. Her power far eclipsed my own. Okay. But one day she left to live amongst men. What became of her, I wonder? I know, but I won't tell you. Come on, Itachi. Hey, that hurt. You didn't have to give everything you had in that fight, you know. I only just went to the change, so it's not like I was gonna slow you down that much. But I suppose you didn't know it was all for show, and I was probably really intimidating. Oh right, you were asking about the collective, weren't you? Let's see. Gambu's the oldest of us. Oldest in the Far East too, I think. One of the 4 lords, so as you can imagine, he is much more powerful than regular old auspices like me. Oh, but you probably know all of that already. Okay. Speak with Gambu. Flying turtle. Now that you have a greater understanding of who we are, I shall tell you of the rather thorny predicament we now face. The divinity of the auspices manifest in myriad ways. For example, I possess clairvoyance, and with my preternatural power have I seen vision of the Ruby Sea, of Yangsha and Hingashi, subsumed by roaring flames. This is no distant future, I fear, and if we are to avert it, we must need at least the assistance of an exemplary warrior, one such as he who faced the Lord of Revel and lived, which is me. What should we do? What should we do? Fear not, little one, for I have a plan. But to understand it, you must first understand the duality which lies at the heart of the auspices. The Aramitama, the primal rage, and the Nigimitama, the boundless calm. These elemental forces comprise the soul of an auspice, and it is only when they are in balance that we are truly ourselves. Alas, over great spans of time, or when caught in the midst of tumultuous events, this balance may be disrupted, and the soul may be divided. An auspice overcome by an Aramitama is wild, feral thing, but the more dangerous for the divinity. Calamity and catastrophe invariably follows. Tremors and floods which destroys man's work. Auspices can bring about these natural disasters. How frightening. Perhaps, but you must remember that these are auspices who delight in aiding the peoples of these lands. Auspices who may have even wreaked havoc in the past. Recall you the tale of Tenzin of the four lords? The one Soban told us before, about the samurai and the auspices who drove the Oni from this island into the sea? Just so. Yet I fear his accounting of events is not quite accurate, for it was not only V and Tenzin cast out from this place, but an auspice. Oh wait, what? An auspice with the power to move heaven and earth. Koryu. Wholly consumed by the Aramitama, he stroked the flames in this island's heart until it very nearly erupted in a fiery maelstrom. Tenzin led us in battle against our mad brother, and together we sealed him in this temple. But as the truth of the tale fades from memory, so too do our words weaken, I fear. Should Kuroyu break free, he may well finish what he began, and ensure my vision of flames comes to pass. So, long story short, you won't tell us to give this Koryu what for when he wakes up? Oh, we will give it him. Give that to him, yeah? I should think not. His accomplishments notwithstanding, it would be foolish for any mortal to face Koryu without proper assistance. To wit that of the four lords. Regrettably, I am not the young auspice I once was. And to make matters worse, my 3 compeers have nearly succumbed to the Aramatima. Hey, Mr. Daily Rip, welcome. Come here for a friend. 3 of the 4 lords have gone mad. The Ruby Sea is doomed. Nearly succumbed. Nearly. Alas, in marshalling the strength of the retained control, they are unable to commit their powers to the preservation of the wards holding Koryu in his prison. Oh yeah, I've finished the MSQ for the 4.2 previously. Maybe you can check the VOD if you don't remember. I think I'm going to push this to YouTube as well, sooner or later. So now we have footage evidence that Xenos is back. Interesting turn of events. There are some interesting turn of events in this part of the story. I think 4.1 was more straightforward. This had some weirdness to it, especially at the end. Oh! That's a promise. But it's far away still. So at this point, I'm using the patch notes to guide myself forward to the game, and I finished the 4.2 main story, Rise of a New Sun. The Hildebrand quest has been done previously because I didn't know I'm going way too forward. Omega Sigma Scape is done, both normal and savage. This is Hell's Lid, and I already done the Fractal Continuum hard mode. So this is the 4 lords, which I'm just starting. I'm not sure how it's going to end. We will see soon enough. And after that, there's going to be the field operations, which is, I think it's a new thing for the 4.2. I unlocked it, but I never went to the new area, so I'm going to check that out after I'm done with this. This is the plan. Yeah, because I just, the unlocking thingy during the playthrough of the 4.1, there was a lot of things that unlocked, but it turns out I was forward way too much with things because there was no guidance to what is actually available in the game, so I decided to go by the patches. So I'm just doing the MSQ and then all that follows into place, and then when everything is done that can be done at the time, I'm just going to do that. 4.1 added some really hard raids with several phases that very hard to find some group for them, and I have to read through the tactics several times because it's so complicated. So I just thought that if I'm going to find a good group, I'm going to do it. Otherwise, it's not going to be included into the main storyline. But I have notes on that to do those because there are no achievements added to them, and but they are also very, very hard. Not Savage, I'm talking about the real deal. Like, I've done the Savages. Like, I have the Sigmascape Savage already done. On level. So yeah, you can do that if you find the group. That's okay. But we got some really crazy things that are here. Let me just check it out. What's on my notes? So the Minstrel's Ballad Shinryu's domain, which is like 3 or 4 phases of extreme fight. It's not called extreme, but it's extreme level. And the Unending Coil of Bahamut, which is an ultimate fight with 5 phases. Now this is something that needs some preparation, that I cannot just do it like right away. But I want to do, because I'm always a hardcore raider in WoW and I'm interested in doing that. But it's like I need some preparation and watching videos and reading the guide and so on and so forth. But I will attempt these ultimates. I have unlocked 2 at this point, and yeah, it's difficult, and it's one job. How should I say? Only one job per raid or something. Oh, I do have a desire. That's the difference. I'm not going to stream it. I don't think so. But I definitely going to attempt these things in future. But these are just way too hard, and it's just for my satisfaction. It's not an achievement. There's nothing to it. So yeah. Thank you. Now let's continue. Now that you have a full and complete understanding of the situation, you may at least discuss your part in all this, warrior. I would have you and your comrades face mine in battle and quell their raging Aramitama. What say you? I say, yeah. Oh. Very well, if that is the only way. Oh, you are an intriguing one, aren't you? We are grateful for your assistance. Let us brook no further delay and introduce you to another of the 4 lords. I informed Byakko of your arrival when you first entered our domain. He should be returning any moment now. Come. Or fly, if you can. Seemingly turtles can. Oh, hello. Oh wow. He looks nice. Oh, forget to change the text here, the chat. I have no means to black it out, but I can change it. Old friend, day of reckoning draws nigh. The wars will fail, and Koryu will break free. Before he does, you must quell the raging Aramitama in your soul. This warrior will help. Doubt not his strength, for he has danced with Susano himself. I think he's pretty much doubting that already. A bold, audacious claim. Yet if Genbu believes it true, the more I look at you, the more of him I see. A similar presence, perchance, a light. Very well. I will bow to my brother's judgment. Wonderful. Then without further ado, I shall bid my comrade relax, Sundered. Bid my comrade relax and surrender the Aramitama. But what? Here now? Won't he go on a murderous rampage? Why yes, that's rather the point. He will be reduced to the feral beast. Wait, what? And then it will be Bontalas, was it? Bontalas' turn to do battle with my brother and help him quell the fury within. But if all it takes to quell the Aramitama is battle, then why did you not do the same for Koryu? Why steal him away? That's an excellent question. Because it was too late. As I said, Koryu was wholly consumed by the Aramitama. Naught remained of the Nigimitama. All that he was forever lost to us. The effort I expend to hold back the fury I will instead use to safeguard the calm. It is then you must act. But know that if you fail, it will only hasten my fall. Okay. My soul is in your keeping, Bontalas. Do you understand? Yeah. Then let us quit this place. Genbu may not mind the chaos, but if I am to vigor my everything, I prefer to do so in the land of my birth. To look on those familiar wilds with eyes that may soon belong to another. Okay, where we are going? When you return to the island, look for Fury, okay? He will guide you back here. Okay? Given the circumstances, perhaps it is best that we stay here. Would that be acceptable? Oh, Soroban, was it? Be at ease. I have a task for you and your excitable urchin. Follow me. Urchin? What? Did that tiny talking turtle just insult me? I guess so. Okay. Rendezvous with Yangsha. Where is exactly will we find him? House of Fears, let's go. These look really nice during the night time. These crystals. Making the area even better. Oh, and sorry for the microphone because in the controller I don't have a proper headset for the PS5 yet. It's quite expensive. But I will get there soon enough. So what do you want? We are here. Yep. This is where the tigers are. My earliest memories are not pleasant. From birth I was shunned by men and beasts alike, for my snow-white fur marked me a harbinger of doom. Cast out and hunted, I struggled to survive. But I endured. I grew older and wiser, and one day I resolved to protect this place and those that call it home. For in spite of everything, it was mine as well. True. In time they came to see me as a guardian instead of a demon. And yet, for all I have done to rise above the beast within, I may fall to madness and become the sum of their fears. Oh. Have faith, you will not fall. Such confidence from one so young, but as age in of itself does not confer wisdom, nor does youth go hand in hand with hubris. Also true. I warn you, for centuries has my Oramitama grown and festered. Hold nothing back, for I will not. Warrior, time has come for you and yours to make ready. May the coming grant you strength to save my soul. Oh Jesus. Is it going to be a raid? Maybe it's going to be a raid. The Jade's the one now accessible. Yeah, that's the other one that should come with this particular storyline. And where is the entrance? Oh, yeah. Let's check the duty finder, what that is actually. I think that's not. That's going to be some kind of not a trial. Alliance raid. The hell is that? It's not a high end. I just maybe glanced over. Yeah, it's here. Okay. So this is an 8-man, I believe. Yeah. I don't think there is a point in attempting that right now because we are past midnight. There will be no party together for that. So it's going to be something to do tomorrow. Skip that for now. And let's see what else on the plate, as I mentioned. I should be checking that field operation thingy. Maybe I have a quest for that. It's not that. No. I don't know if I have a quest, but I know where the entrance is. I unlocked that one. So let's check it. Where was that? The pier somewhere. Pier number 2 maybe? Oh yeah. Somewhere down there, yeah. Now, pier number 1, sorry. Oh, right here somewhere. Yeah, that's the guy. Elemental level is what is elemental level? The hell is this? I think it's a new thing for 4.2. Okay. The Forbidden Land, Eureka Animals. I think I've seen this before in some other streams, but I never know what this place is. So we got Kiri. Oh, we have some pretty bad weather here. Oh, and I have to explore this. Oh, damn. It's going to be something. Expensive, I guess. So you have one little quest from Grill. I knew it. I knew it. From the moment we arrived. Despite everything that has happened here, there can be no mistake. I hate to admit it, but you had the right of it. Of what? I said I would tell you everything of my suspicions. Prove true, and so I will. The reason I urge the Science to approve my participation in this expedition because this island is the Isle of Wall, which is not ringing any bell. The self-same island that once served as the headquarters of... Oh no! The self-same island that once served as the headquarters home of the students of Baldessian. That's the one that was destroyed by the Empire. Or something. Well, we assumed it was the Empire, but an island that belonged to the other side of the world that was obliterated by a terrible magic. Oh yeah, I remember that. I was fortunate to have been elsewhere at the time, but I know you were not so lucky. I don't suppose you have any idea how it could have ended up here in the Glass Ocean. Alas, my memories of the incident are muddled. All I recall is a voice, that of the star I suspect. The star. They keep getting to the star, but there is no explanation yet on that front. Why is the star so important? We have to figure it out, I guess. Faint and fleeting but warm, and then I awoke on the shore of Old Charlayan, which is now Idleshire, I believe. How convenient for you and utterly unhelpful for the rest of us. With that more that Galuf's chosen heir would have received this blessing of... But I guess he refers to himself in that sentence. And where are you off now, Ejika? To find on anyone else that might still be alive. I thank you not to follow. I will better alone. What an idiot. Cutting us loose now that you got what you wanted. I'll allow that I've yet to repay you for bringing me to this island. Let no one here say I'm ungrateful. I heard it enough from Galuf. Proposal then. Should I learn anything of significance, I will return here and share it with the rest of you. Does that satisfy Creel? Yeah. It should. Goodbye. Here's a handful, I know. You needn't worry about me. I am more than capable of defending myself. But you are not yet a Pictomancer, so how is that going to happen? So we have a mystery on our hands. Somehow the Isle of Wall is transported from one corner of the world to this one. And Chico is right in that our first priority should be to confirm whether or not any of our comrades that were here are still alive. If someone is, then perhaps they will be able to help us understand what happened. Cool. But since it's magic, I think it's no longer the Empire, the prime suspect in that endeavor. And I appreciate your help more than you. Oh, what was it? The Empire? No, it was the Esseans. The Esseans were the prime suspects. Okay, I appreciate your help more than you know. But before you can begin in earnest, it is important that you are properly prepared. The stories you heard about the creatures that roam these lands were not exaggeration, and I would not see you struck down due to callousness. Geralt has been working on something that will be of use to you. Why don't you go and see if it's ready? I have various measurements to take in the meantime. Come and find me if you wish to speak later. Oh, the Geralt dude, the weaponsmith. Okay. I have not realized that his name is very close to being Geralt. I don't know. Anyway. You know this guy since the early days of ARR. No surprises here. Drunken blacksmith. Got ourselves dragged into a fine mess, we were still within that tavern depth of mine like a chef's knife, taking upon the flesh here and there. Wait, don't tell me she's got her hooks in you too. Oh well, it's not business of mine. We're here and we may as well make the most of it. Much as you can make of being struck on a godforsaken island, where the very elements are your enemy, and the only living creature wants nothing more than to make you dead. You probably heard from the others about how beasties here have been baited in the twisted ether of this place and are somehow stronger for it. Don't know about all that, but I do know that if you walked out of the gates and let one take a swing at you, you'd feel it in more ways than one. Not only can they rend flesh and break bones, but they can also disrupt your very ether. Okay. So if you're intending to go toe-to-toe with one, you need a way to improve your ability to endure said beast's attack. Rather, your ability to defend against attacks of a given elemental aspect. It goes without saying the same principle applies if you want to hit the beast's back harder, Any road. To that end, Krill and I have been working on a solution. Magic contraption you can use to manipulate your elemental affinities and fighting more effectively in Eureka. We call it a Magia board. What? Might take some getting used to, but I'm sure a clever lad like you will manage. But the board alone is not enough, I should say. You need these crystals, what were they called? Magicite, that was it. Type of crystal found here in Eureka. Pure as driven snow, or so I'm told. Lucky for you, I've got one to spare, brought back by a survivor of the first expedition. Go and take it along with the board. Thanks. Reckon you'll find more while you're out and about. So I designed it to take up to 5 in a given configuration. Okay. To affix or remove magicite, you'll need to avail yourself to that term Magia Melder. Shouldn't be too hard, but if you got questions, direct them to the expedition engineer over yonder. Okay. Interesting. Somehow my field marks is gone. It's normal. Well, I guess it's the thing. I'm not sure. Expedition, not big expedition spawn. I'll get another. Whatever. The Magia Melder may be used to affix magicite to or remove it from your media board. When you finish experimenting with it, speak with Kriel to proceed. Okay. Holy shit, what is this? Venturing in Eureka. Let's see, what's that? You have obtained your very own Magia board. In Eureka, each creature is expected to a certain element, giving them a distinct advantage in battle. You will need to make judicious use of both the Magia board and the Magicite to overcome your foes. Raise your affinity to certain elements by adding Magicite to your Magia board or spinning the board. Spinning the board to change its alignment. A Magia board properly configured to an enemy's ethereal tilt can enhance both offensive and defensive capabilities. Speak to the expedition engineer for further guidance. Okay. Okay, so when we got 100, we can update well, it is getting really late, so I'm going to end the stream here. And I'm trying to figure out what is this place at all and what to do here. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and see you guys next time. Goodbye.